swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two blue bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the move, it's ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. It's a running room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them hit. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
first and 10 from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. And the defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Peoples. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The short hands. It's Singleton. Turning on the Jets. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intent.
Wide open spaces. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Balls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Aller. Sets up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Ross. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. half of this drive will come from their own 17. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Peoples. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The give to the back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
It's complete to the left. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all of the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Get it out on the screen. He's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Sayed. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. An 84-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Pena. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Gets it out quickly. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Aller. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him! The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game,
Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's out. Using the quick game. Lots of running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Ross. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 28 over Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Smith. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Aller. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Peoples. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Aller. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Give to the back. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks the tackle. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Got a man. It's Thurman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Smith. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Handoff to the single running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Thurman. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Ball. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll give it to the back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Scanning the field, it's Allard. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the run, it's Singleton.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They want that clock to run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Got a man. It's Ross. Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
It's a seam wide open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them. I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Buying some time as he moves left. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 38 over Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a double.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last chance coming up. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but Getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.